Hey everybody, what's happening? DJ Legion back with you here. Once again, they're chopping off my head. Okay, there we go. Anyway, hi, DJ Legion back with you. Haven't made a video in an eternity. I think January, maybe, was the last video when I showed some 45. So it's been a minute. So I guess this will be my spring 2019 update. First of all, glad to be back with you. And thanks to the subscribers who've stayed with me, even though the videos are not coming regularly and often. But 635 subscribers as of right now, so we're safely above the 600 level checkpoint and slowly inching our way up to 700. I'm going to do a few things today. Excuse me. Going to show what I've picked up, some vinyl that I've picked up, and give you some updates on how I'm doing. And also, I got some VCLT, and I want to start with that. Got some VCLT from George, the Elvis vinyl guy. If you haven't checked out his channel, you should. Yeah, the Elvis vinyl guy. He's just a great dude, and I guess it's been about a year. His uncle passed away and left him his entire estate, which included a pretty nice record collection. And so, it's kind of a big deal that the collection was kept, in the family. And of course, George would appreciate it and take care of these albums because he's a vinyl community member himself, and so on and so forth. So the significance that I got a few pieces of this collection that his uncle left him, the significance and the honor of that is not lost on me. So George, thank you so much, my friend. I definitely appreciate that. And of course, what goes around comes around. So at some point in the not too distant future, you'll get a package in the mail from me. So anyway, I want to show you what he sent me. Quicksilver Messenger Service, Happy Trails. This is an original 1969 pressing. Still in the shrink wrap. Fabulous. Absolutely fantastic. It's an excellent live album. Recorded at San Francisco. November 19th, 1968 at the Fillmore West in San Francisco. Blood Rock 2. This is an original 1970 pressing, still in the shrink. Great album here. Spun this early on. Love Blood Rock. The first two albums especially are outstanding. Great Texas heavy psychedelic rock. So if you don't know this band, Blood Rock, you should check them out if you like that Deep Purple, that 1969, 70, 71 heavy rock era. Deep Purple, Zeppelin, Sabbath. What's the band I'm trying to think of now? Oh, Blue Cheer. There we go. Yeah, if you like that kind of vibe, this is great stuff. Also sent me two early Quicksilver Messenger Service albums. This is What About Me? And great cover, man. Look at the 60s psychedelic vibe on the jacket. Fantastic. These are in, you have to pardon the glare, these are wrapped up in plastic. Haven't spun these yet. And the other one, Just for Love, Quicksilver Messenger Service once again. It's again great late 1960s hippie psychedelic kind of vibe and artwork on the album. So those were the four albums that George sent me. Thanks so much. Gonna get a lot of use out of these. And yeah, it's funny, I couldn't find a decent copy of this anywhere. Had a beat to hell copy that I either got for $1 or got for free, but it was really bad, rough shape. Then I found a copy for, I think, $4. And it was better, but I'd see 2 or 3 copies at the record shops. they would just beat to hell. So to have a nice, super clean copy in the shrink wrap of this album, it's fantastic. All right, let's move on and show you some other stuff that I've picked up. Like I said, it's been at least since December since I showed any vinyl. Haven't been buying too much. Just, you know, my priorities have shifted more to my physical fitness and working out and those types of things. So I haven't bought as much vinyl as a lot of you guys. I'm still watching your videos, and I know there's a lot of vinyl coming in to your collections. But I'll show you some things that I have picked up recently. This is New York Soul 1967. It's a compilation album. Great soul music out of New York City in the year 1967. And this record label, The History of Soul Records, based out of London. And they have a ton of albums, as you can see all around here, of, you know, soul music. So if they are, and they have different years, you know, different areas. New Orleans 1965, Texas 1966, New York 1965 and 66. So there's another thread, another group of albums that I would love to have into my collection. These albums from the History of Soul label. Cheap Trick. What is the name of this album? I do not know. It's a great album though. Standing on the Edge. Cheap Trick, Standing on the Edge. The original band. Great album. I love Cheap Trick. Yeah, it's a great record. Tonight It's You was the hit. She's Got Motion. Another song, another single they had off of this album. This is an excellent record. Maurice Evans reads A.A. Milne's Joyful Weenie the Pooh spoken word. This is the first of 2 albums. There's an additional record, very similar cover design. Reads more Weenie the Pooh. I forgot, they changed the title a little bit, but it's very similar. So this is spoken word. Maurice Evans, there he is. He was the dad on Bewitched. If you watch that show from the 1960s, he was Samantha Stevens' dad. That was his big acting role. And he probably did some stage stuff as well. Yeah, this is spoken word. Winnie the Pooh reading from the books. This is from the first book. Little trivia, there's no Tigger. The character of Tigger was not in the first book. He came later. And I love this stuff because this shows a pre-Disney Winnie the Pooh. When we think of Winnie the Pooh, we're thinking Disney Winnie the Pooh and those characters, the way they interpreted it. But this is pre-Disney Winnie the Pooh here, going back. So it's more traditional, I guess you would say. And Maurice here is doing all the voices, all the inflections of the different characters. Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust. Got a nice clean copy of this for free. For those Judas Priest fans out there, this is the original song. In the shrink wrap still as well. Fabulous. Mambo with T. Jader. Carl T. Jader. On Fantasy. It's a great album. I paid $25 for this because some of these old fantasy record albums, it's on red vinyl or blue red vinyl. Very clean, actually. Some of these old fantasy albums sell for lots of money. And so I just had the original sleeve in good condition. Bought this at Amoeba Records, the mighty Amoeba. No, I didn't. That's not correct. I bought it at Rasputin Records, I'm sorry, which is next door to Amoeba in Berkeley. Yeah, $25 for this one, which is a little on the high end for used vinyl for me. But I love these old fantasy albums. Picked up the Beatles Revolver. This is just a repress, the stereo repress from a few years back. Great album, obviously. Got this at Barnes & Noble. Yeah, made in Germany. Just the repress, the stereo repress from a few years ago. This is interesting. Remember, I don't know, some of you guys are going to be not know this, but a few of you might. The old animated Charlotte's Web cartoon that aired on TV in the 1970s. Paul Lynde played Templeton. Debbie Reynolds was Charlotte. Harry Gibson was Wilbur. Yeah, this is the audio to that, basically. To that old animated show. And this is kind of cool, the vinyl, very interesting. Check it out, pink and black. So, I haven't even played this yet. Actually, I kind of bought it more for the novelty of it. Obviously, if you grew up in the 60s and the 70s, you were a big E.B. White fan, Charlotte's Web, Stuart Little, all those books. And so, when I don't know what year this aired on TV, but I was probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 years old, and it was a big deal, you know. So, just a little nostalgia here for me, I guess. Alice Cooper, Paranormal. It's a 2-record set. Comes with a CD of his earlier hits. It's a really good album. It's on black vinyl. I'll show you some artwork. Maybe I showed this already. I'm not sure if I did or not. Like I said, it's been so long since I've shown anything. And Madonna, Ray of Light. This was the Black Friday Record Store reissue, and I love this album. This is, in my opinion, Madonna's last good album. And this has custom inner sleeves, and it's on colored vinyl as well, clear vinyl. Yeah, big fan of this album. The last good Madonna record, in my opinion. Disappointed, though, that it's not a gatefold. Just one sleeve. Particularly what they were charging for these. I'm going to show you another one in a minute. Yeah, I think they were like $34.99 or something like that. And for that kind of money, yeah, I could have made it a gatefold, put in some more liner notes and pictures. That's just my opinion. And finally, I'll end with this. Didn't show a lot of metal, but this is one I also picked up recently. Metallica's And Justice for All. This is the reissue from 2018. And, you know, it's one I didn't have on vinyl. And this one does come with a sheet and some, obviously, the lyrics. But they once again did not do a gatefold. It's split up onto 2 LPs, custom labels on black vinyl. But they did not do a gatefold jacket for this one either, which, once again, I think it was $34.99 or something like that, or $29.95. I don't know, but for $30 and above, if they're going to split it on the 2 albums, you'd think they would make a gatefold jacket. But they did not. They did, I think, give me a download card. Yeah, there it is. But see, they could have put this in the gatefold, you know. This could have been one side of the gatefold, and this could have been the other side. Whatever. Alright, well, that's it, man. That's all. I've gotten other stuff. I got a Judas Priest reissue of Defenders of the Faith, but it's back here someplace, and I don't want to dig it out. So, I just skipped that one. Anyway, that's what's happening. Vinyl-wise, like I said, didn't get a lot. I mean, this is going back through until last year, and I haven't bought very much new stuff. Just not my priority right now. And very selective now about what I'm buying and on vinyl and what I'm spending. There is going to be a record show, a small outdoor show coming up at the end of this month on the 28th. I might take $100 to that, and see, you know, see what comes up. I've been to that show a couple times before. It is, you know, it's a free show. It's free for the vendors and free for the buyers too. So, you know, people should come up to it. It doesn't cost anything to sell or to buy to get in. So that's encouraging. That's it, really. Still working out, training very, very hard, 5-6 days a week, and training hard. Physical fitness and my health are still what is driving me. So still trying to slim down, lean up, and just look the best that I can look and be in the best physical shape that I can. So that's it. Other than that, we're doing great over here at doing great over here on the West Coast. Once again, I want to thank you, George. Thank you so much for that VCLT, brother. I really, it's an honor to have a piece of that collection, because I know, that it was meant to stay in the family. So very honored, and that the significance is not lost on me at all. All right, that's it, and that's all. I will see you all again. I don't know when. Probably in the summer. I'll probably do a video in the summer. I might do one when I do that show at the end of the month. We'll see if I pick up some stuff. Anyway, so DJ Trish and to Jex and all the people who watch my channel regularly, Richard Riley, finally putting a video up here. So I hope you guys leave some comments. And thank you to my 635 subscribers once again. If you have not subscribed, hey, join the cool club. Join the cool club. What's stopping you? All right, I'll see you all soon. Till then, you know what to do. Turn up the music and turn down the drama.